Aries, happy birthday to you, honey. Depending on where you are in the world, we entered Aries season March 20th or March 21st. Happy birthday to my beautiful, my bold, my fiery Aries. I love you guys so much. You bring so much of that precious Aries energy to the channel, and trust me, I feel it. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. We are here today for your 3-month overview. That is April, May, June. Speaking of which, let's get to it. In that top line, the months are laid out in accordance to their power number associated with that power card. So, for April, the Emperor, you. 5, May, the Hierophant. 6, June, the Lovers. And then also this time, I'm adding to the board a direct sun placement. I want a better understanding of what everyone understands their happiness to be. Are we working towards it? Are we gaining it? Are we in it? Do we need to make adjustments? That kind of thing. Also, the Tower. Anything that is unexpected or untowards we should be made aware of over the next several months. And then, of course, judgments, decisions. From within us, outside of us, spiritual lessons, all that good stuff. All right, let's jump into it. Show me Aries, please, in April. Show me Aries in April. Show me Aries in April. What's going on for Aries in April? What's going on, please, for Aries in April? Show me Aries. What is going on, please, for Aries in April? I hope that you are having fun and that you get to express yourself in the birthday month and that you get to really feel that oomph that is you, right? I know I do every year. But Aries is also my rising and moon, so I feel that oomph, let me tell you. All right, Knight of Swords. Everybody's pulling this, let me tell you. Okay, I shuffle the deck many a times in between readings. Never mind what you see on camera. Everybody, action, 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 action. I like it. It's very indicative to that Aries energy. Gotta go. Gotta go. 3 of Wands, a little bit of waiting here. Ace of Swords. Okay. We got some information that we are waiting on, but it's kind of like you're ready to take action. It's like you're poised. What it is that you're poised towards, I don't know. It seems to be some sort of waiting element here with the 3 of Wands, and it's kind of like I'm just waiting for my green light. I'm waiting for my green light. I'm waiting for that green light, because it's like once you get that green light, boom. Because you seem to have a truth that you are gravitating towards, very much so. And it's kind of like, let's get it going. Let's get it going. So a little bit of impatience, right? A little bit of impatience for you to kick off. That's like, I want to get going. There's stuff I want to do. I got to do it. So I don't know what that is, but it's like you're waiting for green light, and then when you get it, you're like, I'm gonna go. I already know what the truth is. I just need to start acting on it. So I don't know what that is, but let's see what you're up to. Can I get more on April, please, for Aries? Show me April, please, for Aries. What is this? Yeah, you're anxious. You are anxious, but it's like a good anxious. It's that anxious Aries energy. It's like, I gotta get going, man. We gotta get going. Let's go. I don't know what that is. Show me what that is, please. What is this? King of Wands. I was about to say, you got fire in your pants, honey. Okay. We got some anxiety here. You're showing me anxiety. You're really anxious to get in there and start working on something. I don't know what it is, but you're like anxious to get in there and start resolving shit. Like, seriously. Your energy's all fired up. All right, with that King of Wands there, you're like, I gotta have patience. I gotta start working on this. What is it? What is it? It's something that you want resolved, very much you. You want something resolved sooner rather than later. But there's a waiting element here. It's causing you a bit of stress because it's like, I can't get this energy out fast enough. I'm trying to resolve something and I need to get it resolved. I don't know what this is. It's frustrating. Even I'm frustrated by it. It's like, what is this? What are we waiting on? I'm sorry, I gotta dig deeper. What is this? What are we waiting on? We're anxious to get something going. I mean, seriously. I need more results. It's not just your energy, obviously. 4 of Pentacles, holding on, holding back. 8 of Wands, communication. Ace of Cups. We're waiting. Okay. There is some anxiety and sensitivity surrounding communication that you have with somebody. It seems to be taking a minute for it to come in to express itself fully. From a place from the heart, we want that. We want the communication to come from the heart, but you are showing me patience. I have to be patient with this. I can't just rush in. I can't just rush in. I can't just... There seems to be some delicacy surrounding this communication and action. It's a combination of those two things. The Knight of Swords, again, a sword, thought, communication, but also action to back it up. The Eight of Wands also has that implication of rapid connectivity. Okay? Like this. And the Four of Pentacles, it kind of dials that energy back. Again, I'm seeing the waiting elements here in between what looks like complicated communication that we are trying to resolve. We're having to be patient. We have energy for this. We have passion for this. But there's also a stress element tied to it that doesn't necessarily seem like it's yours. It might be the other person saying, I need to be able to say this just right. Somebody here is telling me, I don't really know who at this point. I need to be able to say this just right. And my words are important to me. However, I cannot rush this process. I cannot rush it for them, and I can't rush it for me. There's this idea of I need the communication to come in so I can work through this. I got it. It needs to come in faster, faster, faster. But it's like we can't. We have to dial it back. We feel like we have to dial it back. What communication there is, okay, is coming from a good place in the Ace of Cups. So sincerity is here. The sincerity to speak and act is here, I believe, from two people. Somebody is having to show a lot of patience, even though they don't want to. They kind of want to speed things up so they can resolve things faster. Kind of a masculine energy here. It does not have to be. But it's interesting. There's some stress and there's an emphasis on delicacy. But things are happening. Energy is being generated. And it is trying to come from the best possible place of sincerity. And very mindful of one's words. Okay? Very mindful. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know what the resolution is, but it seems to be important and it seems to be delicate. So we can't just go rushing in there, right? We can't, not like a bull in a china shop. We can't have that. There's a certain level of finesse in this communication. It's careful. It's very, very careful. Because somebody's having a hard time opening up. They're experiencing stress in their words. Still, the emphasis here is on sincere communication that is open, but it's somebody's having to drag their words out. It's hard. It's really hard for that person. Okay, and you're like, patience, patience. It's going to get resolved. It's gonna get resolved. It's gonna get resolved. I'm on point. I gotta wait for them to give me something back. And whoever is trying to give you that energy back has a lot of stress tied to them. In that perspective, it's really hard for me to talk about these things. It's laborious. It's mentally difficult. Okay. But I see you. I got to fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Which is very you. Very much your energy. But you're also not trying to be rough. Okay. You are showing me a phenomenal amount of patience. Yes. You know what? It's so funny. I've been hearing that song like crazy lately. Like crazy all the time. And it's Guns N' Roses' Patience. Classic song. Beautiful fucking song. Love that song. And it's weird because it went out of rotation, but for some reason I'm hearing it all the time now. I mean, not just in my head, but in the real world, on the radio, things like that. On shuffle. In my iTunes. That kind of thing. So patience. We just need a little patience. The idea is like there's nothing we can't work through. We just need some patience. You and I, we can do it. We come together just fine. We just need some patience. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. You're showing me a phenomenal amount of delicacy, and you're giving someone kind of like a wide breadth of room to express themselves. Something like that. Okay? They're really struggling to get the words out. But what does come towards you and what you kind of put back is sincerity. It's really hard for someone to open up about this stuff. They've been withholding their words for a while, it looks like. But the sincerity is there. Okay? Okay. Show me May, please. Show me May. Show me May. Show me May. Show me May, please. Show me May. Love that song. Isn't that a great song? I love that song. What's going on? Show me May. Six of Swords, Two of Swords. We're leaving behind confusion and I don't know what to do. We're leaving that behind. We want to get out of our head. Ooh. Okay. All right. I respect that. That's great. I like that. I like that. There's a determination here to get out of my head. Stop overthinking shit. Stop wiffle waffle. Stop being inconsistent. I'm going to move away from that. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Six of Swords. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I like that. I do. I respect that. Let me tell you something. These two are a right pain in my ass. I hate these two a lot. So to see them together like that, and you're like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do this anymore. Respect. I hate these two. You think they're insubstantial. These two cards right here wreak so much havoc. The energy, not the cards themselves. Tarot doesn't dictate anything, it's the energy. But it's what they represent that I lose my absolute patience with in tarot. When people constantly reflect on me, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Even if I did know what to do, I wouldn't know how to execute it. No. You're saying you're not doing that anymore. You're leaving that shit behind. It's like, I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to stick to it. No more inconsistencies. No more confusion. I'm going to make up my mind. From anything I do, I'm going to have a determined sense of that's what I decided. Right? We're leaving that behind. Mentally. We have a kind of resolve within us. No more overthinking. And no more wondering how to fix this or bring it together or juggling the thoughts. These two together. Juggling thoughts, juggling actions, juggling thoughts, juggling actions, juggling thought. And you see the uselessness of that, right? So, and I'm seeing it as you. You're saying, I'm leaving that behind. That explains a lot of that energy right there. I'm determined to wait patiently. I'm going to resolve this communication. And it will be done so with a kind of thoughtfulness. It says I will be on point. I will be responsive. But I will also be patient. You seem to understand this requires a certain level of delicacy. But I like this in May. So regardless of what this has to do with that, there is something in here in May that says no more indecision, no more delaying, no more procrastination. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, right? I'm not going to do it. No more talking myself out of stuff. And no more overthinking the plan. No more overthinking the plans. Just do it. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Something like that. I hate those two. Let's see. I do. So the fact that you're like, I won't do it. Six of Swords, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it. Not going to fall for it. Something like that. That's cool. That's respect. Right? Sometimes we do have to just make the decisions as best we can. You know? But so long as we are in fact making decisions and we're not playing out the clock or we're delaying for time or excuses, then we're making decisions. All right? We're making decisions. We're moving things along. What else, please, about May? What else, please? And then also, P.S., side note, some of you are actively thinking about giving up a particular work activity and that you have been drifting towards that decision for a while. That's for some of you, not all of you. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, yeah, Page of Swords. Oh my gosh, it's so much. You're trying so hard not to overthink or overprocess. You're trying so hard. Gosh, honey, why is that so hard for you? Why is that so hard? And that's the thing, is that you don't want it to be. You don't want it to be. That's the point. That's the whole point of leaving behind overthinking and leaving behind juggling of our thoughts. Okay, that kind of stays in our hands like this. That's all the Two of Swords does, by the way. Two of Swords and two. That's all this does. I'm not comfortable making a decision, so I'm not gonna. I'm not comfortable acting on my decision, so I'm not gonna. That's all that does. But you're finding it incredibly difficult. You're finding it incredibly difficult. I don't know why. You're finding it so hard to leave that mentality behind, that modality behind. You're trying to show flexibility. You are trying to show trying not to show so much interpretation that this is hard. You don't want it to be. You're having a hard time parting ways with it. It's just something that perhaps you're always done or you always used to doing. Dang it, come on, I need more. I need more. How does that relate? Why is this so hard for you? The Magician. King of Swords. Because it interferes with your energy and what it is that you actually do and who you want to be. See, was that so hard, honey? Was that so hard? Was that so hard? Yeah, no, the Magician, King of Swords, the Knight of Wands. That's who you want to be. That's who you want to be. Energetically, you have that within you, honey. You got the goods. You got the goods, otherwise this wouldn't be here. It is so hard for you. You keep telling me, I'm trying to be more flexible, Christina. I'm trying to open myself up more. I made these new goals within myself to just back up what I say I'm going to do and stop talking myself out of shit. I need to be more directional. I need to be more focused. And you're finding that so hard. And here's the thing, that's the exact opposite of the Aries I'm looking at of who you want to be. It's like when I manifest, I want to mean it, right? King of Swords. I want to mean it. And there's your natural energy, bless you. And that's more like who you really are energetically and who you want to be more of. Someone who can make decisions, manifest them, live in the moment, and have the energy to back it up. It's almost like you want to be more spontaneous, you know? But not just spontaneous. It's more like I want to be able to make decisions and stick to them. And I've got the energy in me. I know I do. I have it. I have the passion. I have the energy. I have the ability. So why don't I allow myself to manifest through that? That's what I want to do. And it's a compromise between pulling in what it is you know you want and then also having the energy to do it. So again, there's the thought and the action. Thought and the action. And that's what you told me in May is exactly the thing you're going to leave behind is the inability to decide and the inability to back it up. You want to let that go. You don't want to do it anymore. You want to stick to it, right? And how that relates to this, I don't know. Perhaps the patience is helping you in this respect as you communicate with someone else, okay? I don't know how it fits, but I see this more very much as your internal struggle in May. And the thing is, you don't want it to be a struggle. It's hard to leave those old habits behind. It is, I know. I think you really want to become more who you're actually inclined to be. Someone who says, I know what I want and I can pull it towards me. I can not just decide it, I can feel it too. That's really good, succinct energy right here. Very succinct. This is someone who says, I know what I want. And I act in accordance to it. No excuses, right? I say what I do what I say. I got the power and the energy to back it up. That's who you want to be. And that's who I believe fundamentally you are underneath all this. Okay? It's just sometimes we get pulled in life where it feels like a little bit, like every day we're a little bit more worn down. We're not always able to do or say as much as we want to do. And then we get used to it and we get stuck in it. Right? You're saying I want to use my own energy to self-propel, which I think is literally words I'm using in your title slides. I can self-propel. I have goals. I have ambitions. I have drives. And I'm going to make them happen. I'm going to make them happen. So I'm seeing a willingness in you to be more spontaneous, more flexible, but also with a very strong desire to know why you're doing those things at all. You know? You're saying, I want to be that person. And I believe you. And I know that you can. Perhaps you're out of touch with this. Perhaps you're out of practice with this. All right? And that's okay. That's okay. There's something in here about you wanting to suspend judgment. I don't know what that is. You want to suspend judgment? Stop judging? There's something here about the judgmental process where it kind of prohibits you or inhibits you from doing things that you want to do. You're trying to suspend judgments of yourself, what it is that you want and why, and also how other people perceive you. Because there is sometimes it feels like you have a lot of eyes on you. And it's like, I just want to be me. And I really want to go after. I need to start getting really fucking clear about what it is that I want. And when I know it, I got to stick to it, right? You're trying to show me an increase in flexibility, okay? An increase in non-judgment, and an increase to pull in, to make it clear about what it is that you want. You're trying to be more clear with yourself first, okay? Trying to be more conscientious, I think is what I'm saying. I think you're trying to be more conscientious of what you want for yourself and really admitting to yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to allow myself to do it. I'm not going to talk myself out of it or convince myself I'm too tired or I don't have the energy. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can. And I want to. So it's kind of parts, I know myself and this is what I want, but I also want to be more flexible and spontaneous. Something like that. Okay? It's interesting. It's very interesting. That judgment piece is also interesting. Sometimes you feel like you just have so much responsibility riding on you that you don't have room to breathe, to be flexible, to be spontaneous. And that's why you that's why you talk yourself out of stuff all the time. You don't have the room for it. Just think of it as you making more space for you. Don't talk yourself out of the things that you want or need. Because that's how you're going to constantly find excuses to not take care of you. You're going to constantly find excuses to not do anything that you want. If you're always justifying it, well, I really don't have energy for this because I got to do this, that, and the other. Well, you're important too. I don't discount responsibilities. Not at all. Very responsible person. I have my 10 of Wands too. But if that's how I only translate myself, then that's all I'm going to get. You see what I'm saying? So if I just make the focus on decisions and responsibilities, then that's all I'm going to get. Nothing that actually feeds me or who I am or what it is that I want. You have to make space for yourself, honey. So this is very personal to you. This is like an internal goal I'm seeing for you. Okay? To leave behind the indecision. I won't give myself room or space to manifest or to go after what I want. I got to stop doing that. I agree. And that really seems to be coming home for you in May. And I don't know why. It could be part of the process that you're learning over here with someone else. All right? And there is a learning process in here. More so in respect to difficult but sincere communications. Okay? They come from a good place, the both of you. Someone is really struggling to open up about their thoughts, but you're being very patient with them. Okay? First I thought it was you, it's the other way around. Again, that Knight of Swords is usually outside. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like in just talking with them, you kind of better understand what it is that you would like to do for yourself. Something like that. Okay, show me June, please. Show me June for Aries. Show me Aries in June. 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 Oh, I'm getting to you. Seven of Pentacles, slow growth here. Strength 5. Oy, 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 June's gonna be a little frustrating. June's gonna be a little frustrating. You seem to know that. It's going to require a certain level of perseverance. Oh, no, Aries. Oh, June is looking so complicated for so many people. Dude, seriously. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be some frustrations in June. I don't. It doesn't seem to be related to this. It has something to do with something that's kind of slow and tedious, but it requires also a certain strength of will to resolve it. I'm seeing a lot of frustration surrounding you in June. A lot of bickering and fighting bullshit. Frustrations. A lot of frustration. Thing is that you actually anticipate it. You seem to know. You seem to know. You're like, yeah. Business as usual this time of year. And for some of you, it literally is a summer thing. Okay, 6 and 7, that's the height of, and couple that up with Leo energy, forget about it. Like this, for some reason, you associate, for some of you, summer to be the height of tension. It's kind of like that. Oh, no. We got battle of egos here, micro arguments, little arguments, big arguments, last minute frustrations, people screwing up, people popping off, and there's just tensions are just high for you. Let's just call it summer. It's because it's not one particular day or week. It seems to encompass the whole month. That's what sucks. Yeah, but the thing is also, it's like, yeah. Same shit, different summer. It's kind of like that. It is kind of like that. No, Aries, no. Same shit, different summer. Oh, no, Aries. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. But the thing, you're used to it, Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. There's some frustration in there. Okay, can I get more on that in June? But he says you're used to it though. You're used to it and it sucks and you're like, I gotta deal with it. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. It's just the way the energy comes in. You're like, yeah, I already know what that is. Thanks. I'm so sorry. It is frustrating. It's a lot of micro energy surrounding you. That's how it's looking through my eyes. A lot of micro problems. Last minute frustrations, last minute bullshit, last minute arguments, stuff that comes up, causes conflict. Yeah. Everybody wants to have their say at the table, that kind of thing. And you're like, I already know, Christina, move on. I know. Okay. Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, look, it looks like somebody's helping you. Oh, well, that's nice. That's good. You need some support. Okay. First of all, don't let that take away from you. You have the experience to deal with this. You got it. Like I said, it's not a surprise to you. You have the experience to deal with this. You've been through it before. Now, I am seeing what looks like an emotional support system attach itself to you in June in some way. It does look like it's very friendly. It does look like it's very helpful, and this person is also very competent. This is going to be someone who might be your financial support system in conjunction with you in June. They're coming in with what looks like a outside heart space with the Page of Cups. So this is going to be a good friend, a helper function, someone who has a lot of energy with that Queen of Wands. They kind of make things happen. It could be a fellow fire sign, absolutely. But this one seems to be bringing a lot of creativity to the plate. So this one is more solutions oriented, or at least, at the very least, they're supplying you with positive support energy. And it looks like it could be a very strong financial function in the work arena around June. They're coming in with this, what do we have here? It's kind of, it's like, let's get started. So I don't know, but that energy's great. The Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, that's some great energy like there. I like that a lot. A lot of sense of independence. Highly, highly, highly independent. And I could say this is you, but I already see you as being reactionary to something that's quite normal to you during the summer. And I'm also seeing that Page of Cups as somebody else's outside heart space. So they're coming in with what looks like support effort or support function. And they get shit done too. So let me tell you, they got some really great energy. Pride, independence, and they seem to be contributing to this particular quiver and or effort. On the 3D scale, financially, yes. I like that. They really are coming in as relief or help. Some kind of support. And they seem to be adding to the pentacle, not taking away from it. So that's good. That tells me a lot of contributive effort here. So a lot of good associations, a lot of positive associations are marked on this person. They seem to be a very strong helper support function. I like that. That's good. You're going to need some help. You're going to need some help. You're going to need some help. They got a lot of good vibes on them. They really do. Like, they seem to make things happen or they make things grow. So I'm happy to see that. Take it. Take the help. Just take the fucking help, okay? Just take the help, whoever they are. You're gonna need it. It seems like, here's what's funny about that energy, though. They're outside of the Five of Wands stress. I see micro stress reactions surrounding you in June, and you're like, yeah. And then there's this one person who completely comes in of their own independence and free will, and they're like, I'm here. What do you need me to do? That's great. So they are not adding to your stress, they're taking away. That's all I got from that. But it's great. I like that energy. It's a great blast. It's great. I love it. It's great. I like that. They're very helpful. This person's very helpful. And I do believe they might even be adding to the economic system. Okay? Either that or they're just really competent and they get their shit done. But it seems like they contribute to the pentacle growth to whatever this situation is. So I say, there you go. I like it. It's like I'm surrounded by bullshit, but at least that one person shows up with their A game. I love it. Okay. So this seems to be like a separate thing. And it's more of an internal drive system. Okay, that you want to see more reflected in your outside world in May. I keep coming back to it because I think it's interesting. There is something that you no longer wish to reflect in your outside world. Okay? The back and forth, the confusion, I don't know what to do. You're saying, I want to stop that shit. I want to get my energy tight. I want to get it consistent. I want to get on board with me. And I need to have a stronger understanding of what I want and to pull it in, because that's the stuff I'm going to react to. Yes, I agree with you. When you know what it is that you want and you acknowledge it and you say, Dear Universe, this is what I want, then finding the energy for it isn't a problem. When you get on board with you and you really know what you want, the energy, it always falls in line, always. And this is what happens when we honor ourselves and our wishes and our goals. And see what happens when we work against that. Our energy feels small, tired, labored. We find reasons to not pay attention to ourselves because this is constantly commanding our fucking energy. You see what I'm saying? So I actually like this. I want you to work on this. I really want you to work on this, because the execution is what you're trying to leave behind, and your more natural sense of self wants to come forward. Okay? This is, honey, you finding ways to dodge things that you really want is just a result of you being overly strained. And so it's just easier to not pay attention to you. Okay? And what you want. When we drown ourselves in responsibilities like this, it's going to get real easy to say, I wanted to go to that thing Friday night, but now I'm like, I've got all this other shit to do, and that's what I'm talking about. See those little examples? And they add up over time. And then we get real comfortable putting things off, putting ourselves off, putting our goals off. Little things, big things, all of it, any of it. I don't want you to do that anymore, neither do you. You say you're going to leave that behind, back it up. But when you do say yes to something, when you do pull it in, you need to mean it, okay? And then you act on it. And it's going to feel so good to act and live in your best interests. Okay? And then the manifestation feeds you back. It's great. It's a great system. I want you to get in on that. And you got the goods. This is unfortunate. Your energy just went... But you got the strength of Leo here. You got some Leo in your chart. You got the strength in you to handle this. It's just, I hate seeing you so frustrated. It's like a busy, ugly frustration. And then you got this lovely support system here. And it is. They seem to be the most competent person in the group. I don't know. Whatever that is. I don't know. They're so independent. It doesn't... I don't know how they support, but they just do. Okay. Show me the sun, please. Your energy went like... I'm sorry. Oh, boy. I like this. This is interesting. I might touch back on that. someone who I believe you do match frequencies with in principle. King, Queen of Wands. It's interesting. You know what's interesting? The energy that you want to see more for yourself here in May is the kind of energy you're trying to coax from this person. Patience, you can do this. You can talk with me. We can take action towards this. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. I just need more to work with. I need more to work with, right? And it's kind of like the same you want to see for yourself. It's interesting. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun. Show me the sun. What makes you happy? Show me. Show me what makes Aries happy, please. Show me. Show me the sun, please. Six of Cups, Soul Bond, Five of Pentacles, breakage, frustration, Nine of Wands. Yeah. We got a soul bond situation here. Five of Pentacles, breakage, Nine of Wands. Why is it under your sun? Because you want to heal it or because you want to break from it? Which one? Which one is it, please? You're putting up a damn good fight. I'll tell you that. What is this? There's that Knight of Swords again. This is who we're taking action towards and we're having delicate communications with. It's taking patience on your part, honey. You want it fixed, and you want it fixed yesterday. But you are having to show so much patience. They're having such a hard time telling you about some of the deepest shit in their head. But when they do talk, I promise it's coming from a sincere space, okay? And you are too. That's what I'm saying, repairs. We're trying to do some very delicate repair work with this person. Okay. Okay, we're trying to do some delicate repair work with this person. Partnership, friend, collaboration. We're waiting. There's that waiting principle. We are talking, but we're waiting patiently. It's soul bond for sure. I was like, I couldn't tell if you were telling me, I'm happy to break from this shit, Christina. It's too damn hard. Or but no, you're actually fighting the good fight. I'm not saying it as insane this time. It's more like I'm saying the exhaustion. There is exhaustion here. Tired, exhausted. This person's energy is very distraught. But God, what am I trying to say with that Nine of Wands? 9. Taking action towards that Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, conversation, but also waiting in between conversations. It would make you happy to repair it. I believe you. You wouldn't be showing me that otherwise. It would make you happy to repair it. It's slow though. There's something about you that wants to speed it up though. So you're being, because it's delicate. It's delicate, man. It's delicate. Why is the urgency here? I understand your nature, honey. I understand your energy. You're like, this is, we're talking repairs here. Let's get to it. Let's get on it. You know, that's your energy for sure. But there's a certain level of impatience here, and I'm trying to understand it. Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Oh, because you're anxious. You're anxious to prove something. I think you're anxious to prove the heart space. Okay. So you want them to take you seriously. That's why you're not rushing. You want to. But you're, and there's that sincerity again. Once more, we have been joined with a symphony of lawnmowers. Cheers. Our Lady of Perpetual Lawn Care returns. It actually hit Scorpio's video last one. Oh boy, it's been a minute. Okay. I was trying to understand the energy here. It is delicate. There's an interesting pace surrounding it. We want to get in there. Okay. Express ourselves just so. The biggest emphasis is waiting on the return of this exchange. You're fighting that good fight. So are they. They're showing the interest of repairs too. They're saying it's hard. They're talking about things that they find difficult. And it's anxiety and frustration. You're like, I know. I know. I know. I'm still showing up though. Okay? And the reason I was trying to understand the pacing, I couldn't understand the pacing. You seem to understand that it's under delicate repair, so you can't just go charging in. Okay. Which runs contrary to your energy. I know. But you're like, because this, when I wanted to dig further, where's this impatience coming from? Where's this sense of urgency coming from? Why is there such a huge emphasis on reconstructive repairs? But it's delicate. Because you're saying it has to be a good reflection of me. That's why. Okay? So I trust it. So long as you trust that it's coming from a good place within you, it's kind of like I need them to see my emotions sincerely, and I want them to take me seriously. So I'm demonstrating patience and a willingness to work through some really difficult shit. It's taken a minute, but it's kind of like it's a compromise between consistent communication but also being patient, being on top of it and expressing yourself just so, and you are receiving their messages just so. Why is this so delicate, Aries? I mean, sometimes it does get like that in the real world. Yeah, 100%. I know. Yes, absolutely. It can get that delicate. It can be that difficult. But you are trying to walk a fine line between friendship. We can work it out. I'm respecting your space. I'm not trying to impose. But this is I'm really feeling this. These are my feelings, you know? And you want to be able to express that with pride. It's a certain level of I have to do it just right because I want them to see my sincerity. I need that to be taken seriously. So you're not trying to go drive things too hard in any particular direction. Okay, so again, you're being phenomenally patient, and that's beautiful. And I do hope it's well received. You seem to think that them talking to you at all is a good sign. So I don't know who this is to you. I got some soul bond energy here. But you've also said they're a friend. You've also said they're a collaborator. You also said there's someone who kind of hits me in the old cup there. They're kind of an option in love to me, or they've always kind of held a certain space in my heart. And it has some romantic tones in it. Yes, it does. So even if your two's connection is a little bit all over the place, and I think it is, I think it is, Aries. Your two's connection's a little bit all over the place, but it means, here's what's interesting about how you're reacting to this person's energy. That's what you're telling me. It actually means multiple things to you. I don't know if you know that. It actually means multiple things to you, and that's why I'm having such a hard time teasing it out. I can't quite tell exclusively where your energy heads towards this person. They seem to have multiple functions to you in terms of what your relationship's like, how you communicate, how you work around each other, and how you feel for each other. It's all kind of mixed up in there. But you are telling me that this someone who does hit my heart a certain way, and they actually make me feel quite good. You know, they make me feel seen. They make me feel heard. They make me feel excited. And you're also saying, however, I have legitimate feeling here. And while it's sometimes confusing and maybe fantasy and soft and dreamy and romantic, realistically, this person actually means quite a bit to me. Okay, so that's why I'm showing this patience, and this is why I'm showing this effort, and that's why I'm being so, okay, be steady, be steady, be steady. Calmly wait for the reply, understand the words, understand their meaning, because you in return want to understand that you are being understood by them. In other words, you want them to take you seriously. You want them to take your sincerity seriously. It's kind of like, do you see my efforts? Do you see my patience? Do you see how I'm communicating with you? Do you see the depth of my own particular response? My heart is in this. My heart is here. It's kind of like, do you see my heart or do you see my feelings? So you want to be taken seriously on the emotional level. And in so doing, you are kind of unraveling your own particular feelings towards this situation. Okay, I think you would not be showing me this level of effort if it wasn't worth it to you, so I trust that it is. And I have every reason to believe they're showing you something similar, despite how difficult they're saying it is to talk about these things. And the reason why is because it seems to encourage you further. Okay? It's like, okay, this is good, this is constructive, something like that. It's not easy. It's not. But it's constructive. Okay? So good job. It's under your sun. Again, that was a lot of it. I had to dig for that sun, honey. You're making me work for that sun. And you were making me work for that sun. So it's looking like a sun that, this is whatever this connectivity is to you. Again, I can't quite define it. It's a little bit of everywhere. But it's a son I know that perhaps you felt you parted ways with, but you're not ready to part ways with it. You weren't. And I don't think they are either, or again, they wouldn't be talking to you. So, if that helps you. But I like the sincerity of your energy. I like the sincerity of your efforts. And this friendship aside, I'm going to tell you this right now. There is an emotional quality in here that is romantic. And it does have some pride in it. And I'm assuming that's healthy pride. This makes me feel good. This makes me feel seen. Right? And that's very indicative to Aries energy. Very much so. There is a sort of dreamy element to it. There's a lot of emotional energy in you. That despite the busyness of the surface energy that you have, underneath all that, this person actually makes you feel very romantic. They have you exploring feelings sometimes you don't necessarily get to tap into very often. But it's from a real place. Anyway, I hope that helps you. You made me work for that sun. You're like, Christina, what do you think I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make the sun come back out. What do you think all that is? Okay. I'm trying to make the sun come back out. Do you have any idea how hard it is to clear up clouds? Yeah, that's for some of you. I think you have a romantic side to you that you don't get to feel too often. And it links you up in certain ways. Pride, intimacy, a little bit of sexual expression, a little bit of peacocking there. And that's funny because that's so specific. Again, it's that image of being seen. So if you know what peacocking is, it feels good to be seen on our outward. It's that puffs us up a little bit. We spread our feathers. We're trying to attract that mate. They see me. I know they see me. They see me. It's kind of like that. Why is peacock a confirmation? I did see a peacock. The eye of the feathers specifically. The eye of the feather. The eye of the feather. The eye of the feather. It's a very specific image in your mind. Something about the peacock reminds you of them? Are they you or something like that? Show me the tower. Show me the tower. Alright, anything that is unexpected or untowards. I'm seeing you doing a lot of work, honey. And it's not just within you, it's outside of you too. This is interesting. Oh. Tower, please. Temperance. Queen of Cups. The Devil. It's taking a lot of work. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. We're trying to clean up the fears in the old heart space. Okay. So that would also explain the huge emphasis you have on emotional sincerity. Okay. That explains a lot. Kind of wish I had done that one first. But that's the way it is. That actually explains a lot. That's why you're stressing to me emotional sincerity. Okay. That's why you're taking your time. You really need that to be seen by this person. That's what you're telling me. And also you, within you as well. So here we have Temperance, Queen of Cups, the Devil. Okay. We're having to do a lot of cleanup work in the old heart space. Our feelings, particularly what do those feelings look like, expressing them. I'm not saying this devil as in bad. It's more like fears of the heart are being massaged, and it's taking work. We've learned some shocking shit, surprising stuff. Either they to you, you to them. Somebody here learned some surprising shit. That's like, I didn't know they were feeling that. Yeah, that's hitting pretty hard, isn't it? Or it did. It either has or it will soon. That's pretty intense. But it's also somebody's truth. That they had, naturally in what is otherwise a very soft heart space, they had fears in their heart. A lot of them. And somebody learned that the hard way. It's kind of scary. Right? It's kind of scary. I didn't know all that was going on. But now that we know, we can fix it. Again, that kind of, give me something to work with. Give me something to work with. I can fix it. I can fix it. So there was, you know, somebody had a lot of fears chained in their heart space who is otherwise, I think, very soft and loving. Okay. No, I mean, guys, we can't always assume the worst in the devil. The devil is by far one of the powerful tools, very powerful tools. How else can we fix what we do not know is a problem? I'd rather you know than not know. And even if you had to learn it the hard way, somebody did. About the fears in our heart and the depths of somebody's emotions. What does that mean? What is somebody's emotional truth? And I immediately see Temperance hitting it. So again, it's the patience. You're showing me patience towards them. This person requires patience. Because there was some serious stuff that was brought up that looks pretty serious. And that would explain to me, again, straight away, I need to express myself sincerely and from a good heart space. And I need to show this delicacy. And as much as I would like to fix it like that, I can't. We got to dial it back. But your actions and your words are coming from a good place. Okay? And that's what you're trying to stress to them. Being thoughtful with word and action. Okay? That's it. It's quite beautiful, actually. Oh boy, that was quite the shock. Oh dear. Oh dear. We had no idea. That was either kicking off in you or kicking off in them. Maybe a little bit of the both of you, to be honest. Perhaps a little bit of the both of you. Oh boy. Okay. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment. 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 Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You have the choice to walk away or invest. Absolutely. It's your choice. You have choice in all things. You know, you have choice in all things. You can choose to show up emotionally, okay? But you also can't force to fit what isn't there. I don't think you're forcing to fit your heart space at all. I think you are trying to speak from a place of emotional authenticity. I really do. However, this seems to require work. I see that. And you have the choice to leave it behind. It is under judgment, your judgment call. Okay, it's one of your spiritual lessons. Sometimes things, if it's important to us, require more work than others. And all work is a choice. Whatever we put, so that Page of Pentacles, this is a good representation of amplified energy. What seems like something so small can turn into something so large. It just depends. And I see you leaning more towards the sign of investment, making something more substantial, giving more of yourself to something, or you have the choice to walk away. I don't think you want to. I think you have a large heart space for this. I do. And I see it. And you are very much doing your best to express it carefully. So it's really on you how much of you put yourself into this. And doing anything at all is a choice. Amplifying that energy is also a choice. But you also get to choose to walk away. Okay? So it's your choice to grow this and make it something solid, tight, something that you can rely upon in future. Or you can exit it. Okay? But you cannot force yourself to put into something that you do not feel. So Spirit's pointing that out to you. You don't have to do anything. If you had no feeling for the situation, which you've already told me repeatedly, actually, yes, I do. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. Okay? Then you wouldn't be putting any of yourself into it. And it actually might be larger than you had anticipated. But if it's important to you, and if you want it to be there for you in future, we have to put more of ourselves into it, or you can walk away. It's a choice. But if we're going to do an Eight of Cups, it's because we have no feeling. You have feeling for this, very much so. You do. It's just, perhaps we weren't putting the effort or energy into it that it really needed. It's a choice. It's a choice in all things. It's your judgment call. All right? And it's looking like you are trying to answer and honor that judgment call. Okay. And then also, P.S., yes, for some of you, you will be exiting a not-so-great gig to enter a new one. That's also a choice. I'm seeing a lot of duality for you today. And we're talking about, and it's all overlapping. I don't know if you picked up on that. The decisions we make for ourselves and our best interests, to really mean it, to know what we're pulling in, so we have the energy for it. It's all related. Be it this situation with this person or something larger scheme like your career. It's all related. It's all relevant. If something doesn't mean anything to you, leave it alone. Let it be. But if it does, what are you going to do to keep it and ensure it? For yourself? Oh, there you go. Sorry. Spring break. So daughter's home from school. But yeah, what are you going to do? It's choice. It's all choice. It all comes down to you. It really does. And I have to insist, honey, you wouldn't be showing me this level of careful planning, careful action, if this didn't mean something to you. And that's just all they're pointing out to you. And this meaning something to you is this part of this system of really conveying your thoughts, really conveying your actions and committing them down, pegging them down, like giving them what they need, not for them so much as for you. Because again, the emphasis here is you wouldn't be doing it if you didn't want it. So look at that energy. This is absolutely within... Where's the other one? Oh, this is absolutely within your power to achieve. You just have to know that you want it. You know you want this. That's why you're doing it. And the same is true for career. And by the way, P.S., if you're dropping something, let me guess what that is. It's that same shit, different summer over here. Speaking of which, I'm very curious about this support system right here. I'm very curious about this support system because the way they come blazing in like that, what blazing in? That very strong sense of, I know what to do. I got it, Chief. I'm like the one person here you don't have to give instructions to. That's hilarious. I'm like, I'm the one person you don't have to worry about. I actually got my shit together. Thank you very much. And I was like, oh no, no, Chief, you ain't got to give me instructions. I'm fine. I like that independence they have. I really do. God, they work by themselves or for themselves. So I don't know how they play into the operations of your work, but it's hilarious. It's funny though. I like it. They're very much showing up in that respect of support. I want to see more about that. Is there something in here, please? They could be very beautiful or they could be hot-headed or somewhere in between. I don't know. Let's take a look. 3 of Cups. 10 of Wands. Okay. Oh! Cheeky. Oh, you were just going to gloss over that, were you? Were you just going to gloss over that? You thought you were just going to gloss over that. Okay, there's a reason why they're going go back to that. They said go back to that, go back to that. That person that you have delicate communications with. Her. I see. So there is okay. So they do overlap, or potentially, I should say, energetically, they have the potential to overlap different areas of your life. Feelings are one of them. They also have something to bring in the terms of A game with the 3D energy too. Ooh. Oh, that's tricky. That's tricky. So, ooh, that's why we're being careful. Okay, that's why we're being careful. That's why we're being careful. They could be a helper function, a strong one. Financially or otherwise, financial or emotional support function for something that's important to you that's coming up. And here's it's so you want their support, okay, but it does require reuniting efforts, reconnecting, and it's laborious. It is laborious. Okay, it's difficult to bring this thing together. Because now you're kind of tasked from seeing this from multiple viewpoints and multiple lenses and multiple filters. Okay. Oh, Aries, honey. Oh, that's why I couldn't see it. That's why I couldn't. It was all over the fucking place. It was right here. This person has multiple reference for sun in your eyes. Okay. They have a couple of different points of reference for happiness for you. And so I couldn't tie it down. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I'm not trying to give you shit. It all plays in, honey. It all plays in. I swear to God. You may not see that. You might think this is one big confusing mess on this table, but I swear to God, it all plays into each other. Everything plays into everything. It's just the ripple effect. What starts right here spreads out. Where you learn one lesson, it gets applied in many different directions. Okay, it is. And this critical energy you have in May to really kind of advocate for yourself, to really go after what it is that you want, is an absolute reflection of whatever this is too. Absolutely, 100%. Where am I time? Oh my, I didn't even know it was that. Oh my, You had me jumping everywhere. Aries, your energy. Oh, God. So, again, oh, so how do we do that? So we have to be careful. Oh, I see. That explains the extra heavy caution. You don't want them to think that. You don't want them to think that you're. How can I put this? You don't want them to think that you are working this hard for the wrong reasons. They offer a lot of support. I see that. It's attached to their energy. It's very bright. It's very independent. And yes, you would like their support in this function, whatever this is. But you don't want that to be conflated or confused with the sincerity of your efforts to repair. You want to know how I know that? You didn't show me 1 5 of Swords. Or 7 of Swords. Or any sort of maliciousness. And that's why you're trying to be so careful. And that's why you keep saying, please see my sincerity. Please see my sincerity. Please see my sincerity. Because we have something over here that suggests partnership and collaboration that, could be helpful to you. And you don't want them to misconstrue your efforts. Am I right? This was complicated. You're like, I know. I'm living it. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, Aries. It's all relative. Honey, it's all relevant. It's all related. This network of over here, over there, everything is all interrelated. Again, Spirit's emphasis to you. You're going to get as much back from this as you put into it, but you can also choose to walk away. That's also a choice. Or you can grow it, okay, and let this thing succeed you and be part of your life. And it's not just them, it's you too. You putting more into what you want instead of just walking away from it, putting it off, or talking yourself out of it. It's all relevant. It's all related. Okay, I promise you, from point A to B to C, it's all related. Okay, so oh boy, that's a whopper. That's a whopper. Plot twist. No. I get it. I would want to recruit their help too. They seem to have their shit together. But you also don't want you to think that the reason that you're doing that is because it's what you can get from it. It's because of really your feeling behind it is actually quite beautiful. It is, and that's what you want them to see. You want that to represent you. So you're showing me patience, so much careful patience, and so much careful communication. Okay. I was like, Spirit's like, there's something in here to do with the overlapping communities or foundations or something like that. That kind of thing. Well, it's okay. Continue to show and express your sincerity. And, yeah, we had some whoppers in here. It ran probably a little bit deeper than perhaps we initially understood. That's a rather large tower. It seems to be coming from outside of you, but from within someone else. And, woo. Oh boy. So continue to express through your heart, let your actions and your words speak for you. And, we're trying to leave the thoughts behind and the chaos of our thoughts behind and enter into a phase of intuition, going more with what we feel, not less. Yes, I agree. What else, please? Yeah, there was just way too much overthinking, and it confused our thoughts and our feelings. We couldn't see it. It moved slow. So you are pulling more into a state of achieving manifestation and more getting away from that overthinking to the point of procrastination or staying our hand, and trying to enter into a phase of using your feeling, using your words, using your actions, and to say what you mean and to do what you say, that kind of thing. I'm not trying to rag on you, honey. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. This is real shit. This is real stuff. This is real life. It really is. I know. Oh, let me know if you're connecting to Scorpio. I knew that was going to happen at some point. We're kind of tentatively... Well, the waiting's over. I can see that. 3. Why is that important? 3? Yeah, March. Things have begun in March. Things have begun in March. Things had begun in March. 3, 6, 13. March 13th might have been important. Or 6th. You had thought it was completely disconnected, blocked. Okay, well, I'm not trying to dig into the past. I'm not trying to dig into the past. I'm trying to stay future-oriented and get a little bit of a backstory here, but I didn't mean to do that. The 7th. You got a response. That's all I know. You didn't think you would. You put yourself out there. You didn't know if they were going to respond. They did. Oh, but you already know that. That's why you have the tower. That's why you have the tower. And you're like, oh, shit. I didn't know it was all that. Yeah, I know. Sometimes life is like that. But we are learning valuable lessons. I'm sorry I didn't want to drift into the past. I didn't. You had to wait for a response, and there was fear of rejection. You didn't think it would come through, but then it did. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Okay. You got enough to be. Just continue to show. My point is just continue to show sincerity. And if you well and truly think this is over, then you don't have to put any more work into it. If you really think this is the task is too hard or it's too high, again, you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, the fact that they can give you this kind of support. Anticipatory support, that's lovely, that's beautiful, but you don't seem to want it to be about that. So just continue on as you are. I just see that they're responding to you, and it's taking time. It is taking time. I'm trying to see if there's a next line of juncture. Other than the fact that it seems like your communication increases in April. And that's good. That's positive. That lets you know stuff's happening, right? Continue on. The lines of... That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was just literally about to say there's a positive line in communication opening up more for you in April. So what activity you started in March is going to pick up in April. And then we should see more of that positive change aspect. And a big part of that isn't just like winning them over with your sincerity. Another part of that is you kind of getting really firm with your own sense of goals and manifesting what you want and acting in accordance to it. Okay, because the more you engage with this, for some reason, that goal within you becomes much more solid. Okay. Positive change, end of a cycle. Exactly. I know, it's the end of a cycle. We are trying to transmute this energy. That's all it is. Trying to transmute it, we're trying to change it for the positive. It's the end of an old cycle. It could be twin flame. That's up to you if you believe in that. I personally believe in soul bonds. Yeah, absolutely. I also believe in the lovers. You bet. But if you want to call it twin flame, that's fine. Okay. Divine masculine. Some of you are the divine masculine. You're showing patience. Thank you, Spirit. Case in point. And the Spirit's like, wrap it up. They are the divine masculine. And like I said, I fucking called it. I mean, some of us are good at our jobs. You know? Some of us are competent. I'm just saying. No, I'm so cheeky. I can't help it. That's my Aries placement, okay? I get cheeky. I can't help it. Don't blame me. And we are about to enter your season. I'm feeling it, okay? Yeah, this is divine masculine showing patience. And they say it's masculine energy, and you're showing me a phenomenal amount of patience. Rewind that shit. Aries, honey, okay, you got it. Okay? Trust me. And it's not just you. It's not just you. Remember, communication goes both ways. And the only reason you're engaging in it is because you're getting something back. So yeah, it is requiring you patience, and it is requiring you a certain level of it's rough. I know it's rough, but you got it. You got it. If you want it, you got it. If you want it, you got it. You just got to believe. Believe in yourself. Lenny Kravitz. Believe. Love that song. And believe in yourself too. Not just in transforming this, but you. Okay. I love that. That was great. I know. We're trying to fix some heartbreak here. Yeah. Okay. Yours is the longest one. Yours needed a little more work, though. That's typically how it goes. The longer ones typically need work, but it was worth it. It is worth it. Bless your heart, honey. You are... just call it for what it is. You're having to show heart to this. You're having to show love to this. And it's not that you have to, you want to. And that's what you want them to see. So keep at it. Just keep at it. And it's not just about them or winning them back or winning them over. And it's also not the support function they seem to be providing or can potentially provide. It's because you want to. That's all they need to see. That's all you need to express. I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm here. I'm showing up. Okay. This means something to me. Heavy Scorpio energy. Heavy. Heavy. Why do we always get the hardest ones? Why? Scorpio, of course, here. Could be connecting one no shit. Called that the snowflake. Time of winter, Scorpio. Great white shark, Scorpio. Lightning bolt, Scorpio. So, just FYI, let me know if you're dealing with Scorpio. Jeez. There's that tower moment, and sometimes it feels like they're cold or aggressive or holy shit, you know, but I promise you who they are. They have a soft heart that they are actively trying to heal with you, and that's one of the tower moments that pulled through, and there were shadows surrounding their emotions when it comes to you. Fears about what they were expressing to you about what they felt was going on. That's all I got. I don't want to dig into it. That's enough anyway. X for some of you. Yeah, technically. You could have X in your name, but yeah, it could be an X's type situation. Again, your two's relationship is a little here, a little there, a little bit everywhere. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're healing the heart, yeah? Charming. Someone here is very, very charming. This is technically the medallion of Libra. It could be connecting one. They might have some very strong Libra in the chart, but the power word here is what came face up, and that's charming. Okay. I think one more. Yes. You. The Eiffel Tower. It's nice to see this guy. I hardly ever got him at all. Now he's making a strong comeback. The Eiffel Tower. Yes, anything's possible. Even what seems like the most impossible structures are actually possible. The building of it. Because you want to. And it's strength in reality. The four-leaf clover, touch of the Aries. And having our chakras in alignment, again, knowing what we want. Okay? All right, that's enough of that, Aries, honey. Put in the comments as you see fit. Patient. You and I got what it takes to make it. Okay? You do. You and I got what it takes to make it. A little patience. Yes. Activities picking up in April. May is going to be more of an internal process to you. Okay? And it's going to reflect outward the more you act on it. And then June, their energy absolutely 100% has the potential to show up in that support function. It does. Otherwise, I wouldn't be seeing it. Okay? And it's going to be based upon the work that we do here today. All right. That's enough. Next round of readings is Intimate Tarot. Classic favorite to this channel. You guys put in the comments, like I said. Take care. Be well.